go. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. It is Saturday, 22nd of January, and we are playing Farming Simulator 19 on Oakfield Farm, Farming Agency Edition, and we're looking at the back end of a JCB. And a little bit more importantly, we're looking at the silage digester. The BGA digester even. And we have a few bales over here left to load into it. 3, 6, 9, 12. So 48,000 litres there. And then this lot over here has a short while to go. Yeah, 2 days. So not going to be dealing with those for a while. In the meantime, I guess I'm not doing anything specific here. So let's bounce back to our farm. Over here we have another silage clamp full of silage, which is fermenting 59%. So again, not doing anything with that, although we're over halfway now. So there's probably about a day left for that to finish brewing. Our animals, where are our animals? We have, it's interesting, we got a problem with the grass again. I don't know how to fix that, but I did notice that we have young and mature. No, we have young and newborns. 0.4 years old, young 0.5. Okay, so the transition from young to newborn. But we also have some mature sheep. And these mature sheep are able to get babies. And whoa! We have a few of the sheep in this pasture are expecting. Not only that, but the youngsters that are 0.5 years old, oh, those are young 0.6, those are mature 0.6. So the young, add 2 pounds onto those, they become mature. And once they're mature, they can get pregnant any time until the end of December. Again, these are all our old sheep, so we're expecting a good 250 out of each of those. Potentially we're going to fill these completely in the next few months, so yay for that. I have been out to the sheep fields with staff to find my way through the hedge. So I've got a supply of hay, a supply of silage, and a good supply of sugar beets in each field. So we can nip into those fields quickly and get things done. Meanwhile, our, let's see, potatoes, sugar beets, and sunflowers still growing, so not ready to harvest yet. Don't know what the... Is there any way I can get over there? Cool, we could get over there quickly. So up here are our fields, which we've recently planted with the thing, oilseed radish. They are germinated, they're not growing, and I believe the other fields over here are in the same condition. So we're waiting on those, and that one. You can probably see that one from here. That does not look obnoxious green. So, and I have a worker doing a contract for us. Oh, he's nearly out of... he's nearly finished all the passes. And 57% done. So we're going to have to fill this thing up. And field 36, I think that's a new one. There's also a fertilizing contract around the 40-40. So again, yeah, I can fill time in with fertilizing contracts. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. As I said, this guy's nearly done with the fertilizer in the tank. It does go quite significantly further than the old strap on the back of the tractor tanks. So I can complete these contracts a little bit quicker because we don't have to run down to the store quite so frequently. Actually, I'm going to take over here. However, that's for some of these really, really big fields, we do have to finish off the field by running down to the store. Kind of doesn't help that I think I started this one with only half a tank anyway, because we did 17, which is why I have a lot more money than I did last week. But we really need to recover the costs of our forage harvester rental, because that ended up quite significant amounts of money. And I knew I knew it was coming, so not a big deal. I needed the grass. No, I needed the maize for sheep food over winter. So we ran the experiment, and the experiment was expected to cost us a pretty sum of money. Okay, we are done there. Fold that in. What was I going to look up on that account? Oh yeah, money. So here, vehicle leasing cost 73,000. That was a forage trailer and the forage harvester plus a mistake. But when you look at how much did the forage harvester cost us, it's 19,000. Oh, I didn't have to do that. And then operating costs is another 8,000 per hour. So we were running for a fair few hours on that. Long hauler, good morning. Welcome to Saturday morning stream. We're kind of filling time at the moment. Because nothing's happening. I'm waiting for the digester to digest 40,000 litres of silage, so I can put another 40,000 litres in there. Then we'll probably be able to skip to mid-fall and quite possibly have some harvesting to do, which means this tractor's going to be very busy. And not cleaned for a few days by the looks of it. Okay. I'm not reversing any trailers at this time. Ha. In fact, you might have been impressed yesterday. Although I wasn't streaming, I was driving around with dolly trailers on the back of a tractor and trying to reverse those with a fair amount of success. Which side of the road do we drive? This side, I think. Because we're not in Kansas anymore. So yeah, Calmsden Farm is out. I think Dagwin streamed his first episode last weekend, and then it released Tuesday, I think, and a lot of people were very surprised. They were expecting probably next week for it to come out because Oxygen David had only just submitted it to Giants for testing. However, Giants got through the testing really quickly. I wonder if, although they don't admit to it, whether they do prioritize some things that they think will need less testing because the modder is more thorough in his testing. Yeah, if I made a mod and just submitted it to Giants, the only person who's tested it is me, and they may take their time over that, whereas Oxygen David's got a whole team of people who test his stuff, so that's less attention Giants really has to put into it. Yes, he now has 3, but as of last weekend he'd only had 1. And then the map got released, so now everybody's got access to the map. Oxygen David's Discord has been a bit of a buzz because there are some issues. Some of them are people not understanding the limitations of Farm Sim 22. All of the gates and doors can be opened, I think, by anyone, but you have to own the chicken farm. If you sell the chicken farm, all the gates and doors disappear. Is there room for 12? Yes. So that's one sort of known issue, problem with how the game works, so just live with it. The farm itself is really set up as a single player. It's not a 2-player farm. Sorry, it's not a multiplayer farm. You could start a multiplayer. I've really messed that up, haven't I? Let's back out. But the farm manager and start from scratch modes, you have to make sure you own the chicken farm, and I think there are some issues. There's not really anywhere to put multiple farms. It is a 1-farm map, so if you want to play multiplayer, it will be cooperative, everybody on the same farm type of deal. Now that's not necessarily a problem, but just something to be aware of. He has said that Court Farm, which is his next project, will have multiple farms on it. So more in the line of Chellington, I believe it was, which you've got multiple farms. Court Farm is going to be small and medium fields, so nothing huge like what is it? Calmsden has. But as I said, there have been a number of issues. Collision triggers, placement of collectibles, all that sort of thing. There are some problems. So Oxygen David has launched into a fixing spree. He hasn't really said how long he expects it to take, but we're probably looking at maybe up to a week of him fixing stuff, getting it past his testers before he submits it to Giants, and then as long as Giants takes to approve it. So I haven't even, I've downloaded the map, but I haven't even loaded it into the game yet. So we definitely need to wait for version 1.1 before I would consider using it on a stream. And we'll see where it goes. I'm kind of dubious about how it would fit with my game style. It has huge fields, mid-sized equipment. Huge equipment is a challenge because of it's all narrow single lane roads. So not something you can maneuver huge equipment around. But I mean, the map looks amazing. The sunsets are incredible. Just excellent work, obviously. So yeah, as I said, he's got to run this one out. He's not releasing his 4K 8K texture pack, which he's going to put out on his Discord, until version 1.1 is on Giant server. So we're all, people who want the super enhanced textures, we're going to have to wait for that. And yeah. Where am I going, by the way? Was I doing 32? Can't remember. 30. 30. Oh no, I was doing 30. Okay, so we're here. Open sesame. There we go. So yeah, so Dagwin's got 2. He should be dropping his third video today sometime. He hadn't dropped it this morning when I was pottering around doing breakfast and stuff. I think Virtual Farmer might be looking at it. I'm not sure. He did do a, hey, here's the new map guided tour. But it does, he's really kind of set it up as a new farmer mode. Much like Marwell Manor, was it? In 19. If you wanted the farm, you had to start new farmer. That gave you all the equipment. That gave you a couple of big fields. But there are small fields on the map that are easily affordable for quick expansion. So it's... I don't fault him for doing that. It's a valid start mode. I tend to avoid new farmer because I want to select my own equipment and such like. I think some people have said there are some interesting anomalies, like selling the dog kennel nets you 400,000. So yeah, sell the dog, get 400,000, buy more stuff. But the starting equipment is okay. You don't have a bale trailer, which is a bit of a problem. The tipper is a little bit small, but the fields you start with are right by the farm silo, so you don't have to cart it far. But yeah, I guess that's about it for Calmsden Farm at the moment. But I think my thing is I'm probably more interested in Court Farm than I am in Calmsden. And Court Farm will be Calmsden with all the extra stuff that Oxy's learned in the last 6 months creating Calmsden. And getting to grips with the issues that Farm Sim 22 has introduced. And they're not so much... It's not really issues per se, it's the way Giants have implemented stuff is not always apparent to the modders. Now, he was saying in his Discord that there was a huge jump between 17 and 19 for map making. So, big learning curve stepping that one up. But he said the difference between 19 and 22 is not so steep. There are some things that are different that modders need to learn how to work with. I think the other thing is, well, that was the other one, was 2 of the sell points don't sell everything. I think sorghum and something, maybe olives and grapes aren't currently supported at 2 of the 4 sell points, but version 1.1 will be adding those crops to those 2 sell points. And then if you want to sell anything else, you have to set up your own production chains, or use a sell point mod from the mod hub that basically allows you to sell all the things. I think part of the issue with that is the placeable areas. He's got 2 on the map. Costs getting close to 700,000. So you're going to need a lot of money to buy those, and then more money on top to put in production chain stuff. So, but at the moment I'm running some tests on Elm Creek for cow farms and just figuring out what the best way to do cows is, how much money they make. Is beef a viable choice, or are you always better with dairy? So I'm messing around with that at the moment, and I'm still in the getting set up stage. But once I'm set up, snow. Once I'm set up with that, actually doing the test will be very quick, because I'll just need cut the grass, sell some of it, make cow food, skip 6 months, rinse and repeat type of deal. But yeah, so that's the thing I'm doing at the moment, because one of my choices I think for my next series will probably be some form of cattle farm, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go dairy or beef. I would kind of like to go beef because nobody else is, but the downside with that is it may be a serious handicap trying to make any money. So I want to see how viable it is before I take the plunge. But then once my test is done for cattle, probably going to be taking a serious look at starting options for Calmsden and figuring out if I can do it the way I like to do things. Turn cruise on there. Oh, we are nearly done with this contract. Yay. The other thing I didn't check on recently is how are we doing with our contract count on this map? Because this is my last hope for completing the contract achievement. It's my last hope for anything really, because I'm not really playing FS19 right now. I'm not playing much of anything, to be perfectly honest. Oh, there we go. We're done. No, turn it off. Fold it up. Yeah, we've got a lot going on with Mrs. Osa, so it's it's quite tiring at times trying to fit other things in. So 36 is that field there. We can do that on the way home, and I think 47 or 42 was the other big one down at the bottom. 40. Where's 40? Oh, 40's there. How'd you get there? Probably in that way. No, in that way. No, you have to drive past the store, so I guess I could do that. Did I get paid? I am so distracted. So yeah, we'll do number 40. So yeah, the plan here, I think I'm heading the right way for the road, is we'll swing past the BGA again, throw in another 4 bales. I will pick up another pallet of liquid fertilizer. Ooh. And we'll head off to field 40 and do that. Wasn't supposed to be snowing today. And I do have to go grocery shopping for a couple of things. I always keep a supply of bread in the freezer. So I can resort to that if I need to, but we're kind of running light on bread. And if at all possible, because I have to go to the store for something else, I don't mind picking up a loaf of bread to make the supplies run further. Normally I wait till the bigger store has a buy 2 get 1 free on bread, and I'll buy 3 or 6 and throw them in the freezer. So that it goes a bit further. And at the moment we're really kind of spoiled, because we have a lot of pork and a lot of beef in the freezer downstairs, because we bought half a cow and a whole pig. Which is good, because not worrying so much about, ground beef's $7 a pound or whatever it is these days. Okay, we will buy a pallet of fertilizer. Marry that. Oh, we're using all of it? Oh, we did not use all of it.